so many freaking Xbox games. I really want to play that. Nah, played out. Already beaten it. Let's go old school. Castlevania, Vegas, Mystic. I don't really want to get my pointy hat on. Although, that's always fun, but I don't really want to play that right now. Let's step up the bit rate, huh? Let's do some 64-bit. Nah, not right now. Nah, no fun unless anyone's over. Nah. I really want to do a review on that, but not right now. I'm liking the 64. Maybe, let's step it up to... Nah. Hey! Haven't played this one in a while. Alright. Yeah, let's pop this bad boy in. Yeah! The year is 1993. I go over to a neighbor's house to play video games. He doesn't have a console. He has a computer. I thought, computer? I don't want to play battle chess. I want to play some Rocket Knight Adventures. Well, this is what I was given, and my jaw hit the floor. I was amazed by Wolfenstein 3D. Wolf 3D was developed by id Software. Founders worked at this software company called, what was it, a Softdisk. In late 1990, John Carmack, excuse me, I never speak of the Messiah in any other way ever again. He actually found a more efficient way, he actually developed a more efficient way to perform side-scrolling graphics on the PC. Many of you guys are probably just scoffing at that, but, PC gaming was, games like this were just unimaginable, that's why game consoles existed. And he actually used that technology to sort of make a carbon copy of Super Mario 3. Because, I think back then, if you wanted to make money in the gaming industry, you wanted to make a game for Nintendo. Well, after making the copy and, just showing Nintendo saying, hey, you guys can port this to PC, they weren't really interested. But, luckily enough, a man named Scott Miller, who, I guess he was the president or whatever of Apogee Software, I never figured that out, I can't pronounce that. The publisher of Wolfenstein 3D, and I believe Commander Keen, I think Doom, I'm not sure. Should really, check on Wikipedia. He actually, he was a bit of a fan of Carmack's work, and he sort of kind of contracted these guys to make shareware. And if you guys don't know what shareware is, that was basically like a trial version of a game or software. And what you did was, you had this tidbit of the game. And if you wanted more, you mail in a check or money order and you get the full version. Or you can go to a software store or whatever. But, back then, this was a cottage industry, man. This was new. And John Carmack, it was a genius. He still is a genius, When people see the man, when he's at a gaming convention or whatever and he's speaking, everybody listens. Because he's the man. You guys, you don't know, maybe you do know, but this game revolutionized first-person shooters. There were plenty in the past, but this game was just, oh my god, it was absolutely astonishing. It was amazing. It may not look like much, but believe me, this shook the world of gaming. This pretty much opened doors and windows and sunroofs and all sorts of different openings. Oh, excuse me. And, just video games. And if you guys don't know much about John Carmack, I'll give you a little bit about him. He was actually the brain behind, his technological achievements in gaming software and software in general. He created something called adaptive adaptive tile refresh, which renders graphical elements that have only moved. Basically, elements on the screen that have moved get re-rendered, so you can see the motion. Elements that have not moved are not re-rendered. This saves processing power, and that actually made the side-scrolling games possible on PC, and that's pretty much what started his career. He also came up with something called surface caching, which combines lighting information with surface textures and texture space with primitives and what am I reading? Anyway, you get the idea. The guy was a genius, man. His engines power, Half-Life, Portal, Counter-Strike. I know those were all like on the same engine. Let's just say a ton of frickin' Valve games, right? Call of Duty owes its engine to John Carmack, and John Carmack owes his success to what you're watching right now. So that's the history lesson, guys. I just wanted to give you a little backstory behind first-person shooters, and I think in this series I'm going to cover, the games that sort of brought about the first-person genre, and yeah, I'm playing the Jaguar version, I think this is like the best port in my opinion. I really like it because it's probably the most fluid and smooth. The sounds is good, but I say this because, like I said, my PC experience with Wolfenstein was, it was played on, not very good PCs, and this was back before you could really use a mouse. I know you could use a mouse, but I never figured out how to use it properly, and that was back before we even thought of really using a mouse. And as far as I remember, the option of using a mouse back then was if you went forward and backward with the mouse, you would move forward and backward. If you went side to side, you would strafe. That just sucked, so we just used the keyboard, and that's how you played games back then. I didn't actually pick up the mouse. Until like Quake, and even then, like the Z-axis, the look up, look down, that was disabled by default. That's crazy, right? So, it took until Quake to get that Z-axis, and yes, you can, if you want to, look up a game called Z Doom. That game does have a Z-axis, and it's like full 3D because you can look everywhere. Although it makes the game look kind of funny, but yeah, So if you guys like this, I'll do more. I'll just sort of cover the history of maybe the backbone of PC gaming, the first-person shooter. Because when I say PC gaming, this is where the first-person shooter came out. This is where it shined. It always sort of has shined. Lately it's been kind of weird because, console became the dominant force. It's where all the money was, It's where all the money is now because there's more software sales in consoles. And it's kind of a downer because the console isn't as powerful, right? So, and like, the man said, John Carmack, he says, because of this dumbing down of graphics, we're not really revolutionizing too much, and it's kind of a shame. And I think we should all just, look back at the roots and, we're just sort of rediscover where we came from in the first-person genre. And I think that's why I want to do this video series, So if you guys like this, I'll make more. I got no problem with that. I absolutely love this game and the series. I just have to find Quake somewhere. I have Doom. I just have to find Quake. So if you guys enjoyed this, I'll make more. So anyway, that's it for now, guys. I'll talk to you later. Peace.